Have you ever wondered how a small peninsula in East Asia became a global powerhouse in technology, culture, and economy? Welcome to the fascinating story of South Korea. Nestled between China and Japan, this vibrant nation is a wonder to behold, brimming with natural beauty and urban marvels. Known as the land of morning calm, South Korea is anything but calm when it comes to its dynamic progress and influence. Its journey begins in the realms of ancient history, where kingdoms thrived and cultures bloomed. From there, we see a nation resilient in the face of change, overcoming adversity and transforming itself into a beacon of modernity. Today, South Korea stands at the forefront of technological innovation, its cultural exports reaching every corner of the globe. Join us as we embark on a journey through time, exploring the rich history and impressive modern achievements of South Korea. Our journey starts in the Bronze Age, with the founding of the first Korean kingdom, Joseon, in 2333 BC. This was a time when the world was young and civilizations were just beginning to take shape. The Joseon kingdom was a beacon of culture and innovation, with its people creating unique bronze artifacts that still astound archaeologists today. Fast forward a few centuries and we find ourselves in the Three Kingdoms period, a time of great upheaval and change. From the 4th to 7th centuries AD, three kingdoms, Goguryeo, Baekje, and Silla, vied for dominance on the Korean peninsula. Each had its unique culture, language, and government, but all shared a common goal: to unite the Korean people under one banner. In the 7th century, Silla, the smallest of the three kingdoms, achieved this ambitious feat. Through a series of strategic alliances and military victories, Silla unified the peninsula for the first time in history. This period, known as the Unified Silla era, was marked by unprecedented peace, prosperity, and cultural exchange. But as with all empires, the Silla dynasty eventually fell, giving way to the Goryeo dynasty in the 10th century. The Goryeo period is often referred to as Korea's Age of Enlightenment. Buddhism flourished, influencing all aspects of society, from art and architecture to politics and education. It was during this time that the world's first metal movable type was invented, marking a significant leap forward in printing technology. These ancient kingdoms, each with its unique contributions, laid the groundwork for the Korea we know today. Their stories of triumph and defeat, of unity and division, have echoed through the centuries. They've shaped the nation's collective consciousness and continue to influence its culture, values, and people. These ancient kingdoms laid the foundation for the culture and values that still shape South Korea today. As we move into the 14th century, we witness the rise of the Joseon Dynasty, a turning point in Korean history. Emerging from the ashes of the Goryeo Dynasty, the Joseon Dynasty came into power in the late 14th century, marking a significant shift in the cultural and political landscape of Korea. The Joseon era, which spanned over 5 centuries, was characterized by its adoption and promotion of Confucianism as the state ideology. This was a departure from the Buddhist traditions that had dominated during the Goryeo dynasty. Confucianism, a philosophical system originating from China, played an instrumental role in shaping the societal structure and norms of Joseon Korea. It emphasized moral integrity, respect for authority, and the importance of family, virtues that were woven into the fabric of Joseon society. The Joseon dynasty, under the Confucian influence, implemented a rigid social hierarchy. At the top stood the Yangban, the ruling class of scholars and bureaucrats. Below them were the Chonggin, the middle class of technical specialists, and then the Sangmin, the commoners. At the very bottom were the Cheonmin, the lowest class comprised of butchers, entertainers, and slaves. This social structure, though antiquated, has left lasting imprints on Korean society. But the Joseon dynasty wasn't all about societal norms and hierarchies. It also heralded a golden age of Korean culture and science. A significant achievement of this era was the creation of Hangul, the Korean alphabet. In a move to promote literacy among the common people, King Sejong the Great commissioned the creation of Hangul, a phonetic alphabet that was simpler and more accessible than the complex Chinese script used by the elite. This was a revolutionary moment, not only in the history of Korea, but in the annals of world language development. Hangul is a testament to the progressive ideals of the Joseon era, embodying the Confucian principle of serving the people. The Joseon era's influence is still evident in South Korea, from its language to its societal norms. The Confucian values of respect for elders, importance of education, and deep-rooted family ties continue to shape the Korean way of life. The legacy of the Joseon Dynasty is a vital thread in the rich tapestry of Korean history. The dawn of the 20th century brought dark clouds over Korea with the Japanese occupation. As the sun began to set on the Joseon Dynasty, the land of the morning calm found itself in the hands of a foreign power. The year was 1910, and the Japanese Imperial Army had set foot on the Korean peninsula, marking the beginning of a brutal occupation that would last for 35 long years. During this time, the Korean people were forced to endure a myriad of hardships. Their language was suppressed, their culture was marginalized, and their resources exploited. The Japanese authorities implemented policies aimed at erasing Korea's identity, with Korean history textbooks rewritten and Korean names replaced with Japanese ones. Yet the spirit of the Korean people remained unbroken. Amidst the oppression, seeds of resistance began to sprout. Secret societies were formed, demonstrations were held, and calls for independence echoed across the land. One such pivotal moment was the March 1st movement in 1919, where masses of Koreans took to the streets, declaring their desire for freedom. Though these protests were met with brutal force, they marked a significant turning point, raising international awareness of Korea's plight and igniting the flame of resistance that would continue to burn throughout the occupation. The end of World War II in 1945 saw the collapse of the Japanese Empire, and with it came the long-awaited liberation of Korea. The joy of freedom, however, was bittersweet, as the country was left ravaged and divided. Nonetheless, the end of Japanese rule allowed Korea to reclaim its cultural identity and set the stage for the rebuilding of a nation. The scars of this period remain, but so does the resilient spirit of the Korean people. In the face of adversity, they held on to their hope for a brighter future, a testament to their indomitable will and the power of their collective spirit. This chapter of Korean history serves as a stark reminder of the cost of freedom and the unyielding strength of a nation united. Post-liberation, Korea faced another significant challenge, a war that would split the nation in two. This war, known as the Korean War, began in the early summer of 1950, when North Korean forces crossed the 38th parallel, the boundary between the two Koreas. The North, backed by the Soviet Union and China, sought to bring the entire Korean peninsula under its communist rule. The South, supported by the United States and its United Nations allies, fiercely resisted this invasion. This fierce conflict lasted for 3 long and arduous years, causing immense loss and devastation on both sides. By the summer of 1953, both sides realized that neither could achieve a decisive victory. Peace talks began, and on July 27th, the Korean Armistice Agreement was signed. This agreement established the Korean Demilitarized Zone, a 2.5-mile-wide buffer zone along the 38th parallel. However, the Armistice Agreement was not a peace treaty. It was simply a ceasefire, a pause in the hostilities. Technically, the two Koreas are still at war, and the DMZ remains one of the most heavily fortified borders in the world. Yet, the Armistice Agreement did more than just halt the fighting. It formalized the division of Korea into 2 separate entities: the Democratic People's Republic of Korea in the north and the Republic of Korea in the south. 2 Koreas with 2 very different political systems, cultures, and ways of life. Despite this division, though, the South Koreans remained undeterred. They refused to let their nation's partition define them. Instead, they looked forward, focusing on rebuilding their war-torn country. Their resilience and determination would set the stage for an incredible transformation, a transformation that would see South Korea rise from the ashes of war to become one of the world's leading economies. But that, dear listeners, is a story for another time. Despite the division, the South Koreans remained undeterred, setting the stage for an incredible transformation. In the second half of the 20th century, South Korea underwent an economic miracle, aptly named the Miracle on the Han River. This period marked a significant turnaround for the nation, transforming from a war-torn, predominantly agrarian society into a leading global economy. The Miracle on the Han River was not just about numbers. It was about a nation determined to change its destiny. Imagine, in the span of just a few decades, South Korea metamorphosed from a land of rice paddies into a land of skyscrapers. From a country that once relied on foreign aid, it became a benefactor to other nations. This remarkable transformation was driven by a series of ambitious 5-year plans initiated by the government. These plans focused on rapid industrialization and modernization, with an emphasis on sectors such as steel, shipbuilding, automobile manufacturing, and electronics. The government's role was instrumental, providing the necessary infrastructure and policy support for these industries to thrive. As the nation industrialized, South Korea also embraced globalization. It opened its doors to foreign investment, integrated into the global trade system, and built strong economic ties with nations around the world. This global economic integration was a key factor in the country's extraordinary growth. South Korea's economic miracle also saw it rise as a technological powerhouse. The country is home to some of the world's leading tech giants, known for their cutting-edge innovation and high-quality products. South Korea is a leader in fields such as semiconductors, telecommunications, and digital electronics, and it continues to push the boundaries of technology and innovation. But it's not just about economic and technological prowess. South Korea's transformation has also led to significant social and cultural changes. Its popular culture, known as Hallyu, or the Korean Wave, has swept across the globe, influencing music, fashion, and entertainment. This rapid progress propelled South Korea onto the global stage, where it continues to shine brightly. The Miracle on the Han River is a testament to the resilience, determination, and ingenuity of the Korean people. It's a story of a nation that dared to dream big and work tirelessly to make those dreams a reality. Today, South Korea stands as a beacon of innovation, culture, and prosperity. As we step into the present day, the nation is a hotbed of technological advancements and cultural exports that are shaping the global landscape. From bustling cityscapes adorned with towering skyscrapers to the quiet countryside dotted with ancient temples, South Korea is a mesmerizing blend of the old and the new. The country is a global leader in technology, boasting names such as Samsung and LG that have become synonymous with innovation. With advancements in robotics, artificial intelligence, and green technologies, South Korea is not just keeping pace with the future. It's helping to define it. But it's not just the technology that's making waves. The Hallyu wave, or the Korean wave, is a cultural phenomenon that's taken the world by storm. Korean pop music, better known as K-pop, has become a global sensation. Bands like BTS and Blackpink have amassed an army of fans worldwide. Their catchy tunes and synchronized dance moves captivating audiences across the globe. Similarly, Korean dramas or K-dramas have found an international fan base. Their unique storytelling, coupled with high production values and a blend of romance, comedy, and drama, have drawn viewers in droves. Yet, the nation's prosperity isn't confined to cultural exports and technology. The South Korean economy is the 12th largest in the world, with a strong emphasis on exports. From automobiles and semiconductors to petrochemicals, the nation's industries are diverse and robust. South Korea's education system, noted for its rigor and high standards, is churning out a highly skilled workforce, further powering the economy. The country's infrastructure, healthcare, and standard of living are among the best in the world, making it a desirable destination for both tourists and expatriates. South Korea's journey from ancient kingdoms to a modern powerhouse is truly a testament to the resilience and determination of its people. From its humble beginnings to its current status as a global force, the country's transformation is nothing short of remarkable. South Korea, in all its modern glory, is a testament to the power of innovation, the allure of culture, and the indomitable spirit of its people. From ancient kingdoms to a global technological powerhouse, South Korea's journey is a captivating tale of resilience and transformation. Indeed, the story of South Korea is a rich tapestry woven through time, reflecting the resilience of its people and the transformation of a nation. We began our journey with the enigma of South Korea, a land whose history and culture are as vibrant as its bustling cities and serene countryside. We traveled back in time to the ancient beginnings, tracing the roots of this dynamic country to its earliest civilizations, a time when kingdoms rose and fell, leaving behind a legacy of art, architecture, and wisdom that continues to shape the nation. Then we ventured into the era of the Josun Dynasty and the profound influence of Confucian philosophy. This was a time of great intellectual and cultural growth, a period that saw the birth of many of South Korea's most cherished traditions and values. The narrative took a somber turn as we explored the years of the Japanese occupation and liberation. A challenging period in South Korea's history, it was also a time of courage and determination that set the stage for the country's future. Remember the heart-wrenching tale of the Korean War and the subsequent separation of the Korean Peninsula? It was a time of conflict and change, a defining moment that shaped the course of South Korea's history. But out of the ashes of war rose a phoenix. We marveled at the miracle on the Han River, a testament to South Korea's indomitable spirit and relentless pursuit of growth and prosperity. Finally, we stepped into modern South Korea, a global powerhouse of technology, culture, and innovation. From its bustling cities to its serene countryside, South Korea stands as a beacon of progress and resilience. Thank you for joining us on this journey through South Korea's past and present. Stay tuned for more fascinating stories from around the world.